That's new. Should be live now.
Look at what's happened to me.
I don't think anybody's going to be expecting you to be on this now.
Well, they do now. They'll hear you.
Suddenly I'm up on top of the world. It should have been somebody else. Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a wing and a prayer.
That must be live.
Who could it be? Believe it or not,
With what?
it's just me.
Cocaine habit.
Just like the light of a new day.
Sugar, man.
Hit me
Sugar.
from out of the blue.
Hey guys, it is Blast Setters Dash It time. We got a guest host since Drew apparently didn't make it from a date night. I guess he had last Friday. I don't know what's going on, but we'll jump right into quotes with Paul. He's back this week.
My quote is from 1996, and the character goes, "I'm peachy, Kate. World's my oyster, except for the fact that I just rammed a wooden stake in my brother's heart because he turned into a vampire, even though I don't believe in
shit.
vampires. Aside from that unfortunate business, everything's hunky-dory."
Oh, that sounds familiar.
This Fright Night,
No,
96, huh?
96 plus 86.
96.
Oh, okay.
Leslie Nielsen?
No.
Okay.
No.
You know it, Mike?
I'm thinking. Oh. Is it vampires?
No.
No.
Okay, well, let's see if anybody else gets it in the chat.
Blade?
No. I could give it away in 2 seconds with another quote.
Interview with a Vampire?
No.
All right, I'm just going to keep guessing vampire movies till I get it.
Is it Underworld?
No. How many vampire movies had someone stake their brother in the heart?
I don't know.
Are you? Here's where Mike will get it. We got white pussy, black pussy.
Oh,
Oh,
Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah.
I knew that.
Christ.
Moving on to Mike. Quote.
In the chat, we got Tristan McDougal, Pocan Joe saying, "This is my jam." CR Comics to Toys saying hello. Jason Smith, as always. Jock Yo just popped in here. Brian Spaceboy 227. And Miss Hustle, my quote is from 2005. You best come up with an answer because I'm going to come back here and check on you. And your mama and you ain't got a reason why you hate clowns. I'm going to kill your whole fucking family.
Wow, that's aggressive.
It is aggressive. I got it.
Is this the Devil's Rejects?
It is Devil's Reject.
Wow! Out of the left field's just Trinity with the Devil's Rejects. You said you were going to wing it. You didn't have a quote, but you said you might wing it, Jeremy.
I'm going to wing it.
Back to the Future.
No, that's not it. This is from, this movie isn't even out yet. It's from 2018. But,
Aquaman.
Redhead. I love him.
Venom.
I knew it was 2018.
I'll tell you what I was going to go with, but I couldn't remember what movie it was from. But it was Rodney Dangerfield going, "I got no respect, boy. I tell you, I got no respect."
That's every movie.
Every single movie he ever did.
It's going to be hard to narrow that one down.
Back to school.
Okay, so mine is from 1994. Good question, Eduardo. First, I'd have to establish a motive. In this case, the killer saw the size of the bug's dick, then became insanely jealous.
Starship Troopers?
No. The next line
Well,
is...
the bugs did have some pretty big dicks in that movie.
They did. And then lose 30 pounds, porking his wife! Nothing? 94?
Crickets.
Crickets. Crickets it is. Nope, nothing.
Shout out to the legend. He just popped in here.
This main actor just had another movie the same year. This is like his breakout stuff. He was a detective.
Doesn't help me any.
Ventura Pet Detective.
It is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. Jeremy got it right. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Pocan Joe got it. Or Ace Ventura.
I was just getting ready to go.
Oh my goodness, he has sound effects tonight. Moving on to, well, yeah. Anybody else new in the chat before we jump into books, Mike?
No. Great Legend said hello to everybody except for Paul because who? Reviews from the Batcave is in here. And
Okay.
that is it.
Chadwick.
So we'll go on to Paul with your first book. Is Paul here?
The legend made him mad. He left.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess we'll go with Mike.
No
Oh,
respect.
man. I am not prepared. Midwest 2. Let's see. My first book. Let's do the Damage Annual. Sorry, I got a bit under the weather. Got a sinus infection, so not feeling too hot. This is the Damage Annual, #1. And basically in this book, we get a little glimpse into Ethan, who is Damaged, early military career, and why he joined. He actually wanted to be a superhero, and without having any powers, he felt that it was the only way he could, live up to the Batmans and Supermans and what have you. But art's pretty good. I'll stash it. I like Damage.
I know I didn't read Damage. I don't think Jeremy read Damage. I don't think Paul read Damage. Did you, Paul? No, Paul didn't read Damage either.
We got
1 for 1.
Stay Puff 1983 in the house. That was my nickname in the Navy, Stay Puff.
Oh, we don't want to know why. Because you're soft and squishy. That down in the bunks.
Soft and squishy.
You guys did wear like a Stay Puft marshmallow hat, didn't you, in the Navy? And you wear a white uniform, so I guess that makes sense.
No.
Okay, moving on to Trinity. What's your first book?
My first book, I'm going to go ahead and go with Cold Spots by Cullen Bunn. There was a lot of hype going up to this book. It's like a mini series, 1 through 5. It's a horror story, but I'll be honest with you, it was the first book I read on Wednesday, and not much of it stayed in my head because it was It was okay. I'll give it another read maybe later on. Maybe it gets better down the road because I got a shop that's close to me pulling all 5 of them for me just because I wanted it, and I heard it was going to be good. So, and to play into what you were doing last week, Dave, I think it has been optioned for a movie.
I knew that was going to come about tonight.
I don't know if it has or not, but it definitely, you get the feeling of it that it could be. But I know there's this one scene in the book, in the movie, one scene in the book where the guy's like talking to his wife, and it's like he's sitting in his chair, and his wife's like behind him, like washing dishes. And he says, "What are you doing?" And she said, "Watching the kids play." And he's like, "The kids?" And he's like, "Jesus, they died and so." And it's like they're out. It shows like where she's watching out the window, and it's like two like it's just black, but they got eyes, and they're dressed as kids playing on a swing set. So I guess it's like people's loved ones are coming back from the dead or something like that. That's basically really the only thing I can remember about it. But people are seeing ghosts and stuff, so I'm gonna keep. It's a soft stash just because I want to see what it leads up to in issue number 2. So,
big shout out to Splash Page Comics. He popped in here. And Brian Spaceboy 227 just said, "Dang, I just noticed Trinity's back with the Blastic Crew." Yeah, what's his name? Drew. He couldn't make it tonight, so we got to fill in.
Fill in.
Fill in.
Yeah, I read Cold Spots as well, and just to add on a little bit more, the main character, I forgot his name, but he's coming to talk to this guy, and he said, I never wanted to see you again, but here I am. I get money from you. But he's essentially a detective who can find people, give him money and some photos, looking for his daughter and his granddaughter. Yeah, so it looks like there are people dead. Even toward the end of the book, it shows somebody else talking about, it's unreasonably cold for this time of year. And this one guy sees his girlfriend and his wife come back, and he's like, oh, you're back, and he ends up getting frozen. And that's kind of how the book ends. Maybe the spirits end up freezing him and killing him. But definitely, I think I'd pick up issue 2, and maybe even if it is just like a 5-issue arc or a run, I would definitely pick it up. So that's a stash for me. Paul, did you read that this week?
I did not.
How about you, Mike?
I did not.
You did not either. Okay. Okay, let's go into something that I read here. I was a little hesitant on picking this up because the first one was okay, and it was kind of like nobody knew about it was coming out. But Die number 2. Another nose gets lopped off in this one. I'm not going to reveal how or why. But you do get a little more backstory on the characters. So they're triplets. They find out that their dad is a assassin, relatively young, and he starts training them relatively young. But all the triplets end up going their own way. They worked for as a team for a while, but then they end up going their own way, and they're kind of against each other. There's a pretty big twist in here, and I was pretty shocked by it. So I definitely probably would pick up issue 3 to see what's going on with the rest of this. So this is a stash for me too. I'm not sure if anybody else read Die number 2 this week.
I did.
Die, my darling.
So nobody did, huh?
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No.
Then moving on to Paul, your first book.
All right, I'm going to get this one out of the way first because my glass is empty and I'm going to need a drink after this. Batman Kings of Fear. This is not my turd of the week or the month, but of the entire fucking year. What a fucking shit show. The story was fucking bad, but the art was the worst art in any comic I have read all fucking year. I mean, look at this shit. I've got it in my digital copy here. Fucking his knee.
Marshmallow knee.
It's bigger than his fucking waist. But
see, that's why I didn't want to pick up that book, because I knew when y'all said it was Kelly Jones, the guy that has those big, long, bad ears, I was like, no.
Yeah, just on the cover.
But right here, this just... Where is his fucking nose?
Maybe he's related to Die. Maybe it got chopped off.
Oh, no. I mean, please do not buy this fucking book. If your store owner pushes it on you, you march right back there and punch him in the face and cancel your pro list because they should go out of fucking business. This book is bad.
I'll go one even further. How is Batman supposed to fit in the Batmobile with them bad ears?
I don't know. I mean, just there was one panel in there that probably broke 3 laws of physics. It was just fucking awful.
The only thing saving that book was the Bill Sienkiewicz cover. Yeah,
probably. Mike, did you read that this week?
Yeah, I read it. Art's horrible. Story's pretty bland, lackluster.
It's a story that could have been it's been told 50 fucking times already.
Exactly.
They go to Arkham. Everybody breaks out.
Yeah. And if you're expecting Scarecrow, he's not until the very end. So if you're a Scarecrow fan and buy this book, he's not in here. So blast it for me as well.
Jeremy, did you read that one this week?
No, I didn't read it. I did pick up the Bill Sienkiewicz cover just because it was a cool cover. But only saved me the time of having to actually open the book. So
yeah, so there's that cover you were talking about right there. This one is hitting the $10-15 mark on eBay. So I don't know. People are looking for this cover. But it's probably the redemption value behind this book. I felt the same way. Is it? I've heard this story. I've heard it numerous times. It's the biggest fear toxin that Scarecrow's ever used on Batman. And we've all heard that, though, so it's nothing new. What are you saying, Mike?
I was going to say, I have that on order, I believe. I think Pocan Joe's looking for that as well. We were talking about it at dinner the other night.
Jocko said it will be a top 20 book every month. Batman, people don't care if it's good. Actually, yeah, we do. Batman has so many books out. If he's going to be in the top 20, it's going to be a good one. It's not going to be one that's horrible. I mean,
yeah, but any number one, people are going to buy it.
Batman is. But what I'm saying is Batman is when he's been in. He's in so many books because like he's in Justice League, he's in Batman. He's in Batman Kings of Fear, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing something else. But, I mean...
Jason Smith asked, Huey, is that Power Girl Black?
Power Girl Black? No.
Those look awful dark back there with the way the lighting is.
No, yeah, I guess you can see a little bit. But it's just not black, no. Just to my lighting. Where are we at? That was Paul's shit show. Moving on to Mike's next shit show.
Let's do my shit show, my worst pick of the week. That's West Coast Avengers, #1.
You actually spent money on that?
I gave it a chance. The best part of the book is Kate Bishop. She's the only redeeming quality in this book, which doesn't say a lot. We got Kate Bishop right in the beginning. She's taken on a bunch of land sharks. They're basically sharks with arms. So, yeah. Kate calls up Hawkeye in America and a character named Fuse, which is her boyfriend. And they lead the sharks back to water. And Kate Bishop decides they need a new West Coast team. So she has interviews for new members, kind of like in Deadpool 2. Gwenpool shows up to take Kate out for tacos, and she ends up joining the team. Kid Omega is pretty cool. He ends up joining the team as well. And then the book I was liking it to this point, and then fucking Tigra from the original West Coast Avengers shows up, and she's all giant sized, along with a character called Brodock. This book is crap. I'm done. Blast this book. Fuck. Fuck Marvel.
That was my Marvel book of the week. I didn't even pick it up.
Catrin says Hawkeye is the best part of any book. Why can't we just get a Kate and Clint book? I would have dug that. But yeah. So.
Well, we did have the Kate and Clint book with Generations, and it was awesome.
Was that one
West
awesome?
Coast Avengers.
I don't remember being awesome, but Ambios read West Coast Avengers this week.
It was awesome. It made me laugh at least 3 times out loud.
Stay Puff 83 just said, I just read classic West Coast Avengers. Yes, sir.
Nobilis read West Coast. I think since you only have a few books this week, Jeremy, I'll go ahead and skip by you this round. If that's okay with you, sir.
Yeah, I only have 2 more books. So
okay. Yeah. So my next book, apparently this is volume 2. So these aren't new characters. Beast of Burden, Wise Dogs, and Eldritch Men. So the book opens up with the big forest fire, and I'm thinking, hey, are they in Oregon? What the hell's going on here? And the dogs are trying to save this flaming salamander that's caught in this trap, and you find out the trap has...
Charmander?
Charmander? I don't know what he's called. Who's Charmander?
Well, it's a salamander that's charred, so it may be, man.
It probably is a Charmander now. But they find out the trap has a spell cast on it, and they're trying to figure out who would have done that. And then they get attacked by these monkey things that come out of this hole. These monkey bat-looking things. But the book itself didn't grab me. The art was okay. I mean, here the dogs get all flaming eyes and start beating shit up. But
is that a Rottweiler?
That is a Rottweiler. At least you have the coloration of a Rottweiler. And there's a Scotty, and then there's a I don't know what kind. I forgot what that dog is. Where is he? Right here. That's
A
like
Chihuahua.
no, not Chihuahua. He's a big fluffy dog. There's a German Shepherd.
Big shout out to C Woodward 19. He said, "Hey, what's up?"
Oh, see, there's a better picture of the sheepdog. Is that what he is? Big sheepdog. But unfortunately, this is not for me. This is a blast. So I don't think anybody else. See,
Did you see what Cat Ren said?
Here's a picture of the Charmander or whatever you want to call him. What's that?
See what she said? He's your starter fire Pokemon, Huey. Get it together, kid.
Oh, well, I don't play Pokemon. I don't play Pokemon
Neither do
Go.
I, but...
Well,
okay.
I'm too old for that stuff. Moving
Whatever.
around. Whatever. So I don't think anybody else read Beast of Burden this month, did they? Or this week?
Yeah,
Nope.
I listened to the song, but
Let's go. That was a big sigh for me. Jeez, I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Go back to Paul. Your next book.
All right. Next one I read was Silencer number 8, which I've liked most of the time, but it's starting to lose me. Story just doesn't seem like it's really going anywhere. And now they just said, fuck it, and copied the story of Crosswind, except Crosswind did it loads better. So I think I'm going to start blasting this.
Was the annual out this week? I thought it was the annual.
What is it?
Silencer?
Silencer Annual's next week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
who's writing that book, Paul?
I don't even remember.
I don't either. I know. Is Ramita still doing the art?
No, I don't think he is.
Good.
Yeah, I think he dropped off after like issue 5 or something, didn't he?
Yeah. But I mean, they just totally started doing the Crosswind story, and I'm like,
Big shout out to Alex the Comic Quarter.
Oh my goodness!
He said Trinity's on Blast It. Yeah, baby, this is like 2016 all over again. # meat and potatoes.
Well,
where did we see meat and potatoes at, Alex? 'Cause I need to know.
There's meat and potatoes. There's meat and taters. Some Adam Hughes good. My Adam Hughes goodness. My power girl.
Right over your shoulder, Mike, is some meat and potatoes.
He's talking about out there. Oh, what's that book you have over your shoulder with the butt sticking out there?
Oh, you want to see it? No, you can't. I can't show that on here. That is an X-rated comic book my grandson gave me for
never mind. I'm not going to go there. Let's just move on. What's your next book,
that's
Mike?
my first gift. Skyborn by Frank Cho. No, that's not it. Let's do. Where's my pick of the week? Actually, a good Batman book, in my opinion, and I don't have it. Where is it? Here it is. Detective Comics 987.
Oh yeah.
Really great cover there. So Batman and his crew discover how Karma got his helmet and where he got it from, and Jason Smith's LOL grandson gave him. Well, Karma breaks into Wayne Enterprises and holds a longtime employee hostage. Batman, feeling some kind of way, goes and saves him. Beat Karma, and next they're going after the supplier of the mask. I still love this story. Still like Black Lightning in it, and a bonus Katana is in this storyline as well. So you all know I love Katana. This is my pick of the week, and it's a stash.
Jeremy, you didn't read that one though, did you?
No, I actually dropped that off my pull list. I haven't read Detective Comics in forever.
I haven't either. I have it, but I don't read it. How about you, Paul?
I haven't read it yet.
Okay. Moving on to Jeremy.
All right. My next book is going to be my pick of the week. And I'm going to go ahead and get it out of the way. Venom. Venom
God damn it.
to barrel down the highway, and Donny Cates is just blowing stuff up with this book. This book is just awesome. I know I don't remember too much about it. Like I said, I've had a long week, but I remember there's one point in the book where Eddie goes back to Rex because he's like wants to find out like why did you do this, Rex? Why did you introduce me to this symbiote like that? And he goes, he's gonna kill Rex, and Venom the symbiote like shoots out a spike out of his hand, and like he goes, do you think it kills Rex? But then when he pulls it back, Rex is not even there anymore. He's just completely a symbiote. And he goes to talking, and he's telling Eddie is like whenever I got separated from Null, I felt the light again. And he said, and then he said, Null wants to completely eradicate the light. He wants to take me back to the darkness. And he said, I don't want that. I like the light. He's hiding from Null. So basically, Eddie and Venom combined with Rex. If you know who Rex is, a lot of people when we were talking about it Friday didn't know who Rex was, but Rex is the old guy that got Eddie to go break out what turned out to be Null, those symbiotes that infected Venom. But he's like he got the symbiote in Vietnam. But anyway, so him and Rex combine, and Venom gets all kind of new powers. And like I remember the book opened up with Venom and Miles Morales just falling through the sky. And all of a sudden, Venom grabs him and sprouts wings and starts flying. And it's just like he's getting all these kind of new powers and stuff from Null. And it's coming down to it's going to be a big showdown between him and Null. And it's excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, I definitely agree. This is probably my pick of the week as well. Donny Cates is knocking it out of the park. I think I know that Venom Vietnam book comes out next week. It's not written by Donny Cates, I don't think. Is it? It is? Yeah. What's the other Venom book that's coming out that's not written by Cates?
Venom First Host. And that's gonna pull off what Donny Cates is doing.
Okay. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to those two. Find out Donny Cates is going to be at Rose City Comic Con, so I'm getting some books signed by him for sure. Probably Ghost Rider and Thanos and Venom. But yeah, that's a stash for me. Paul, did you read that this week?
Yes, I did, and I would agree that's also my pick of the week. The book's just getting better and better. I've never been the biggest Spawn fan on the planet, or Venom fan on the planet. I can't even get it right. And it's month in, month out, the best things Marvel's putting out.
Yep. Mike, you had to show the other cover you had there.
The cover?
Yeah.
I don't even have the book. That's this.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
He thought it was one of them action figure variants.
I actually had to work on New Comic Book Day, so I ordered it through my comic shop. I haven't got it yet, so I have not read it yet.
Blasphemy.
Sorry.
Blasphemy.
Okay, moving on to my next book. Let's go with Teen Titans number 21. So last book was a really Crushes and Djinn and Roundhouse's first appearance. So this is very much a Roundhouse kind of heavy book. More about what everybody kind of thinks of him as a goofball, and he's not very serious. He thinks it's his time to be able to step up and save the team. Teen Titans was kind of dropping off for me, kind of like I was almost on the verge of dropping it from my pull list, but I think this is kind of revived a little bit better. I think this was a very good issue, probably close to my pick of the week. So definitely good stuff for Teen Titans 21. It's a stack for me. Paul, did you read that one?
I did not.
Did not. Mike read that one. He had it holding up.
Yeah, I read it. I still loved it. Big shout out to Area 51 who just popped in here. Yeah, I did read this. Still love this team. Still love the characters. In this one, we got the team taking on a villain called Gizmo. Not the dude from the Gremlins either. Some fucking, I don't know what he is. They end up taking him down with ease. Come to find out that Gizmo has a nuke attached to his body. And at the end, Crush ends up throwing Roundhouse into space with the nuke attached to him to save the day. And apparently he dies. So, spoiler alert, I'm sorry. Did you do a review on the new Punisher book yet? Double S comic reader. No, we have not touched base with Punisher yet. So, yeah, definite stash. Still loving this team. Still love the Arsenal and Crush and the whole crew. Yeah.
Jeremy didn't read that book this week, though.
What is that?
Teen Titans.
Oh no, I didn't read that.
Why don't we jump back over to you, Mike, with your next book? Because Paul has a limited number of books, so does Jeremy. So I know you got quite a few, don't you?
I forgot. I did read Punisher. Somebody mentioned that. It made me remember. I did read Punisher.
Okay.
Suicide Squad Annual #1. I love Suicide Squad. This is actually a new team Amanda Waller sends out because the real Suicide Squad's actually taking out Atlantis right now. Sends them out to find 2 people who disappeared. They were surgically conjoined. To tell you guys the truth, I stopped reading this because I didn't like the team. The biggest character on the team is Merlin. You'll know him from Green Arrow, but this was a blast for me.
Swamp Thing's in there.
So yeah, but not towards the very end.
Okay, I don't think you'll be able to spread that because I know I didn't. So let's jump to my next book. Then we'll go to Paul for his next one. Amazing Spider-Man #4. So a continuation of the story where Peter Parker and Spider-Man are split. And, you know, the end of the last story, they found out that Peter Parker has all the responsibility, but Spider-Man has all of the power. And Spider-Man's essentially running amok. He has taken over the
Sentinel.
Tri-Sentinel, thank you. And he says, yeah, I'm saving people, but, you know, he's destroying stuff in the process. We find out the bad guy in this who's running the Sentinels is Mendel Strom, who was an assistant of Osborn. I guess he's a pretty old character. Didn't know much about him before. And he's trying to get to Spider-Man and try to convince him, hey, dude, you know, this is not working out. We need to figure this out. I don't know. I'm on the verge of dropping this. I'll probably finish this story arc out, and then I'm going to be dropping this for sure. But we do have, in the last page, a whole bunch more of the Tri-Sentinels coming back in because Spider-Man took over the one. So it's soft stash till the end of the arc for me. Mike.
Yeah, I read this. #4 here actually takes a step back from the first 3. A lot of dialogue in this book between Peter Parker and Spider-Man. Who cares about the Tri-Sentinel? I'm going to keep picking it up. I'm a Spider-Man fan. But this one's a blast.
I'm kind of hoping they could do something with that character they introduced in the first issue. They haven't touched base back with him yet.
Oh, yeah. And that short story at the end.
Yeah.
I forgot his name now.
Rat King. It looks like Rat King. Paul, your next book?
My next book is X-Men Red #7. Still my favorite current X book out there. It's still a solid, good read. The story is engaging. I'm into it. Not enough Honey Badger this issue. And the artwork, while not my favorite, serves the story well. So I'm going to keep stashing that.
Anybody else read that one this week?
No, I missed that one too.
If Drew was here, he'd be all over that.
Yep.
You'd be drooling all over that Marvel goodness.
Oh, drooling, Drew.
Mike's back up.
Old Man Logan 46. This series is coming to an end. Logan is dying. He heads to Canada to see Shaman from Alpha Flight. Shaman confirms Logan is dying. There's some alien infection going on the beach. It was good to see Alpha Flight hanging out with Logan again. But Old Man Logan's a stash as always. And while we're on the subject, real quick, Old Man Hawkeye, also a stash. So 2 old men, 2 stashes. Sounds like a porn.
And somebody's yapping dog in the background.
It's mine. I'm sorry.
Fuck Bono.
They're doing the Death of Old Man, 12-issue Death of Old Man Logan. Like, just kidding.
I know, right? he could barely stand in Old Man Logan, and he's gonna have 12 issues, whatever. But I'll pick it up.
12 issues in hospice.
12.
Jeremy, what's your next book?
Well, since they brought it up, we'll go ahead and do The Punisher. I was really excited for this book. I really was. I didn't care for it too much. Like, The Punisher was awesome in it, what little bit he was in it. But, like, the Mandarin and all the other people, I didn't know much about them. I wanted to see Punisher messing people up. I don't remember the issue, but I remember back when I was on here, me and Paul both read The Punisher, one issue where they were on this ship and Punisher was just destroying folks. You remember that, Paul?
Yeah.
And that was like that was Punisher I want to see when he was in this book.
That's the one where he like took the chainsaw, or not like a chainsaw. He was riding on the motorcycle. He went into the camp and he was just fucking people up with every weapon he could get his hands on.
With the bear trap,
like a saw blade or something. Yeah, bear trap. He had a bear trap on a chain while he's riding a motorcycle, and he goes, "What?"
Yeah, I think that was that arc. I don't know if it was that issue, but I just remember that's the kind of Punisher I like to see. Like I said, when he was in this book, it was awesome. It was just so many ancillary characters around him that it focused on more than him. I wish it would focus on Punisher more, but I'm hoping it will in the future. But like I say, soft stash.
This is going to be a stash for me. I'm kind of in the same boat, a little bit of soft stash, but there were some great scenes in here with the Punisher. I do love it when he's going up the elevator. Second floor, bam, bam, boom, boom, shooting people, gack in the elevator. Yeah. Third floor, fourth floor. That stuff's kind of badass where he's just tearing people up. But I'm kind of glad I didn't read the Punisher when he was in War Machine, that arc. I'm kind of glad I passed on that. But
that was good, man. I'm telling you, you need to go back and read that shit.
There's some Tony Stark stuff in here. The main villain is Baron
Zemo.
Zemo, yeah. Which I didn't understand because there's one line at the beginning of it where Zemo says, "You don't know me well enough. It's Baron Zemo," but yet other people call him Zemo, and it's no big deal. So I don't understand that, but maybe that's just a skip on editing or something.
I'm gonna go ahead and
here's a clue. Zemo's fucking nuts. That's why.
There was one scene in the book that I thought was really cool though, and it's gonna be a spoiler. If you hadn't read Punisher, you may want to not delete this, but like mute it or whatever. But when what's his name, Mandarin's out there and he's like giving the speech, and the Punisher is set up with the sniper rifle and he shoots the bullet. Mandarin's like, "I'm going to stop it." The bullet. He shot the bullet.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming. And he's like, "I'm going to stop it." He said, "How's it getting this close?" And like the bullet shows it like slowly coming up. It's like, it's going to stop right before me. He blows his brains out and kills the Mandarin. So,
but they don't show this Punisher. You think it's Punisher. You show the black gloves and the sniper rifle, but never does show the Punisher with the sniper rifle.
True.
So it could have been somebody else, to misdirect on that. And, the terrorist known as Frank Castle. But definitely he looks a little like Dolph Lundgren, for sure. How he's drawn.
What would have made it better is if in one panel in the book he would have said 1 batch, 2 batch, penny and dime. I would have lost it.
So I'm going to be picking up issue 2, though, just because I'm a huge Punisher fan. And definitely issue 2. Paul, what did you think on Punisher? I mean, there's no Garth Ennis, but
here we go.
Get ready for it.
Double S is ready.
Fuck Marvel.
Why?
The story wasn't that fucking great, and then the fucking art. I hate this style of art where they try to make it photorealistic, and it's not fucking realistic. Every fucking panel where someone's talking and they're like, I'm like, just fucking stop. How do you fuck up the Punisher? Venom is up here. Punisher's down here. Get it the fuck out of here. It was dumb. Burn it.
Wow. Bad review. I really didn't think that was a that review from you, but I'll take it. Mike.
Yeah, soft stash as everybody else.
Except for
like
Paul.
The fact that
Except for me.
Paul. That was a hard blast.
Bring back Garth Ennis.
That was a hard blast to the fucking face. Like the Mandarin dying in this, but I'll pick up issue 2, I guess. Nothing special.
I wanted the Frank Cho cover, but it was like a 1 in 100 or 1 in 200. Some bullcrap like that. But I wasn't going to pay that much for it.
It was a Mike Zeck, too.
I know, but it was, I think, a reimagining.
Mike Zeck's already like $150, I think.
No, for this one?
Yeah. And I think the Cho's going for like $50-$60.
Yeah. Okay. Mike, your next book.
My next and last book.
Your next and last book? Holy shit, how did I read more than you? Go ahead.
I don't know. Mr. and Mrs. X, number 2. I didn't really hate the first issue, but I didn't care for it. This one is so much better. Deadpool's funny as fuck. Rogue is hot. Deadpool keeps flirting with her. It's good stuff. They finally, the egg that they're trying to protect actually hatches at the end of this, and it's another Rogue, a clone of Rogue, I guess. So Deadpool's all excited because he gets his own Rogue. I don't know. It's
Nanu.
Fun. Yes, like Mork and Mindy. I know some of you too young for Mork and Mindy, but I'm gonna stash it. I enjoyed it. So,
Trinity, you have no more, correct?
I have one more.
Oh, you have one more. What's your one more? I know what it is.
Is it my turn? Do you want to go ahead and do another one, or?
Yeah, I can do another one. Then we'll just jump into that one.
All right.
So Shanghai Red number 3. I want to say this is 5 or 6 issues for this story. So we find out here that the main character Red got her shit kicked out of her, and she had to go taken into this home, a home or house of ill repute. So a lot of hookers and stuff. And to find out her sister's actually working there, and her and her sister have this big argument. She ends up introducing her to the owner of the house. Actually, it was the same place that she got Shanghai from. And to find out the owner was actually in on a little bit, but she said, back then I didn't have any power. I've worked and scraped and made myself up, and I've got power. So I nailed that door shut so that it wouldn't happen to anybody else. But she is starting to get a little bit of revenge, killing some people. I'll go ahead and finish picking up this book just because it's based in Oregon, based in Portland. So it's a stash for me.
Big shout out to Mr. Gretzky 9966 and Funkoff. Mork and Mindy was awesome. Mindy was hot. And Funkoff said Shazbot.
Says what?
You never watched Mork and Mindy?
Oh, okay. Shanghai Red has been awesome so far. Cool. Got somebody else agreeing with me. Paul, do you have more books this week?
Nope, that was it for me.
Okay. Mike,
I can only take so much punishment.
Trinity, you're up.
Well, Paul and Mike, you missed out on one of the best books of the week, and that's Justice League Dark. Once again,
I did miss out on that.
I just haven't read it yet.
It starts off with Wonder Woman. She's like a little kid on Themyscira, and she's going to look upon these witches that are like they're doing some kind of ritual or whatever, and like they conjure some kind of being out of this pot, this big pot they bring and put on the fire or whatever, and they're doing this, and she gets saw, and they're like chasing her, and then it goes into they catch her, but they don't show what happens to her. I don't think it goes on to modern day, and they're fighting. The whole Justice League Dark team is fighting. If you remember in issue 1, those body things that were in there, they animated and come back to life, and they're fighting those. And, and then they go on to the Tower of I forget what it's the tower. It's where Dr. Fate is. They go visit Dr. Fate, and they go talk to him. And it's a big twist. I'm not going to spoil because you guys need to read this for yourself. But you got Swamp Thing talking to John Constantine at the Tree of Life from No Justice. This is just an awesome book. At the very end of the book, you get your first full appearance of the Upside Down Man. So.
Big shout out to Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. He said,
"Hey, he subbed me up this week."
Yeah.
You got a sub and I
Is that-
didn't.
That's because he watched the Friday show too.
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead, Mike. Sorry, I cut you off.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm just here. No, I'm good.
I wanted to read Justice League Dark, and I'm going to read it, but you know, when I have a limited number of books to read, people don't want to hear me talk about, hey, this was a great book. They want me to spit fire. So I punish myself with the bad stuff.
Yeah, I picked up Justice League Dark too. I picked up the Capullo cover for sure over that cover. I think this is cover B.
Satana.
Yeah, but bring back the fishnets, right, Mike?
Hashtag bring back the fishnets.
Yeah, so
Hell
this was definitely good. I'm going to continue to pick this up too. As I said in my video from Poo Lagoon, and Jeremy confirmed it right there, first appearance of the Upside Down Man, and this has been optioned for a movie, just to let you guys know.
They already had an animated one, right?
I know, yeah, that's the sarcasm behind it there. My last book for the week is Avengers number 6. So they find out, I read this the first of the week, so I'm a little lost on some of it. I have to probably go back and review it. But they find out that that the Sentinels and the bugs are kind of like a disease, and the Avengers are the only one that can really fix them. And so they end up combining their forces all together to defeat it. But I don't think this is the end here. Although, that's right, there was some really weird panels going on here, and I thought, dude, am I missing some pages? What the hell was going on? I was hoping Drew was going to be here to maybe make some sense into it for me, because it just went like from one panel to also like, what the hell? Like here, it says, here's Iron Man, who's all big in that suit. Hey, whoa, what's up? And all of a sudden, he's down on his knees. So I don't understand. Was there something missing or what? But I mean, I'll be able to follow the story for the most part. But it's a sad for me. Robert Reyes plays a big part in there of the team. So Avengers still kicking ass, still good, and that is it for me. That's all my books.
Fuck Marvel.
That book, Avengers. There's been a lot of talk that it may be crossing over with like there may be a chance of it like intertwining with Venom, like because the I forget what's it, I want to say the progenitor or whatever it is that Loki took. Well, I think it was Cap down in the middle of the Earth, showed him the first Celestial or whatever that came and like found the Earth or whatever. Then because in Venom 3, that's when I think it was Venom 3 when Noah fights the symbiotes. And he cuts off one of the Celestials. There's all these Celestials that show up in space, and they're like making the planets. That's when Noah cuts one of them's head off. And Donny Cates confirmed this on Twitter that Celestial's head that Noah cut off later becomes Nowhere.
Yeah, and Donny Cates and Jason Aaron are friends, from what I understand too. So they could be conspiring behind their backs.
And this just in: Avengers has been optioned for a movie.
It has been. Before we jump into Mike's segment, we got to talk about this. Remember, we tried to do this last time, didn't work, but only Mike is here today, so I don't know if anybody else saw this. So, like when I'm supposed to show this book, you guys are supposed to say, ooh, ah, that looks great, Dave. But should we try it again or not? I don't know. Here we go.
Ooh, she's still looking at her with JJ. I'm telling you.
I guess so. So this is the giveaway this week or this month. The J. Scott Campbell cover, Renew Your Vows, number 13, Black Cat and Mary Jane on there. Got a lot of glare on that with that sleeve in there. So definitely go to the Patreon if you want to enter the win to this. $1 gets you an entry in there, and we will draw a name on September 2nd. So you have till September 2nd, 6:30 p.m. Pacific to enter into this contest. The link is down below for this particular book. And I've already got next month's book all lined out. We'll let you know when that's going on. So, but now, should we got something to say? What's
Pocan Joe said, have I won that yet?
No, not yet. We'll draw names soon.
Hit them up, guys. In the words of Tone Loc, $1 make you holler.
Doll to make you holla.
Less than that, buddy. Less than that. Shut your Funko mouth.
Yeah.
All right. Real quick, because I got a lot of Funko Pops this week. I'm gonna run through this news as fast as I can. Diamond Collection Baymax releases September. If you're not familiar with the Diamond Collection series, it's all glittery, sparkly stuff, and it is gonna be one of the bigger size pops because the original Baymax was. Diamond Selection Jack Skellington should be hitting stores this week. We're getting more Bendy and the Ink Machine pops. GameStop exclusive Spider-Man from the upcoming Spider-Man game is going to be a glow-in-dark black suit. So that I need to pre-order that game, or I need to buy it. Whatever. Who cares? Target exclusive Gold Chrome Batman is on the way, but the only way you're going to get it is if you buy the T-shirt combo. Red Skull versus Captain America movie moment. It's pretty badass. It's actually based on the first Captain America movie. We're getting Vibe from the Flash TV show. Savage World Thundercats. They're coming out in October. If you don't know what Savage World is, basically they took the 1980s sculpt of the Masters of the Universe figures and they're turning them into other characters. 10-inch Mickey Mouse is on its way. A 10-inch Jack is on its way, which will be a Target exclusive. Rumor is the Funko store in California is doing so well. They are planning on opening up 3 new stores in New York, Los Angeles, and Chicago. Rumor is Wayne's World hockey variants are coming. That's where they're wearing the Blackhawks jersey. Now I don't like this news, but rumor is that pops with sound effects are coming. No, just leave them alone. And another rumor is, speaking of Robbie Reyes, the Ghost Rider, the newer Ghost Rider, we're gonna get a Venomized pop for that. And I know Dave got his wish again because we are getting Christmas versions of Mariah Carey.
Oh, Dream Lover.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? I did pick up a shit ton of Funko Pops this week, so grab your snacks, grab your popcorn. Funko said the Spider-Man game is going to be epic. Yeah, I need to get that. I am up to 838. Put my camera on here. Mike, any updates? You know what, SS Comic Reader? Me and the Blasted or Stash It crew got together, and we got your address, and we all ate a lot of corn one day, and we are sending you corn poops instead of corn pops. Those will be hitting your mailbox soon.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding, man. I love you, brother. No fucking corn pops. Glitter is Dave's favorite movie.
Oh, who's it? Jeremy?
Jeremy. I picked up this new Legends figure from Venom. And this is the Mega Venom Build-A-Figure. There, as you can see, they have a button that I need to have, and there's the figure you can build right there. I also picked up, this was at Hot Topic, they had a reduced rack, so everything on the off, so I grabbed Dark Side figure in there. So got that, and now onto the Funko Pops. First one, Jeremy will appreciate this one. Picked up the Jim Lee Hush Batman, GameStop exclusive. Right there. If you take him out of the package, it actually does say Jim Lee on the base of the gargoyle there. That's cool. I picked up Snowman Jack from the new Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Right there. You guys got your popcorn, got your beer. Mary Jane from Spider-Man. I'm trying to show my laptop over there. She's actually holding Spider-Man's mask. So first Mary Jane pop, I believe. Goldar from the anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. There. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Pocan Joe said, "What's with all the sniffing in the background? Someone doing coke? You know I got that habit, man.
At least he
I
didn't
got that
get.
sinus infection."
Hey Joe, at least you didn't have him come over to your house and you get him all liquored up, and then he can't make the show.
That's happened a few times. Rita Repulsa from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
What's the sticker on the front of that one?
The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers?
The Rita Repulsa one.
It says you. Oh shit, man down.
It says "Oh shit, man down." Wow. Okay.
God damn it! It says you got the power. 25 years. Oop. It's the 25th anniversary of the Power Rangers.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, I didn't recognize that one, so I was like.
From Pan's Labyrinth, got the Pale Man. Go check out that movie if you haven't. Another one from Nightmare Before Christmas, The Clown. And there's the whole set of those.
I've never seen that movie.
Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yep.
Or Pan's Labyrinth?
Both.
They're both amazing.
Kimberly from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Unmasked. Broadway from Gargoyles. He's got the drumstick in his hand. Pretty cool. Dun, dun, dun. Moving right along. Pudgy Pig from GameStop from Power Rangers.
He's got a fork in his
Jack Skellington, Hot Topic exclusive. This is new. If you could see on his head, he's got actually Zero the dog kind of like tattooed on his forehead. So thought that was pretty cool. Jeffrey Comic-Con said, "I just picked up some Jim Lee Wildcats comics I found. He's got some great cover art." Hell yeah.
Yes. He's a modern day Jack Kirby.
No, okay. So everybody knows Marvel Studios first 10 years. Hey, Mikey, you need to grab me those Frankenstein and Invisible Mans. I'm going to have a hard trouble finding those. If you see them again, I will gladly send you the money. But everyone knows Marvel 10 years, blah, blah, blah. They're getting these gold chrome pops. I was not a fan until I saw this one. This one is Loki, and it was just amazing. I had to have him.
Didn't they do that as like a something for like the collector core one time before, like some kind of award or something?
Yeah, for the full year subscription at the end of the year. I think it was like a Hikari Captain America or something. It was all gold chrome. And these are all the ones you could get. I might grab a couple more because they actually kind of look sharp. So, next I got the Predator Hound from the new Predator movie that's not even out yet.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert, there's Predator Hounds.
In the long history of toys spoiling movie stuff.
Yeah, exactly. The Harley Quinn Demon from Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's not Harley Quinn.
That's her on a bad day.
I was going to say that's her after a fifth of Jack. And
no, that's her once she takes her makeup off.
Carmen Sandiego.
Mike, where in the world did you find Carmen Sandiego?
Dave, I have found her at GameStop. She wasn't in London or France or anything.
I've been waiting.
Was Waldo anywhere nearby?
I've been holding on to that for 2 days. Waiting to throw that out there.
The Dilophosaurus from the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park.
Took Newman out the game.
Yep.
Stick that
Steamboat
ink on-
Willie. Those of you who know, Mickey is
See,
celebrating.
I need to get that one.
Yeah, there were two at GameStop. Me and I grabbed one, and Pecan Joe's wife grabbed the other one. So, and here's the 90th anniversary set. Oop. I do want the Apprentice Mickey from Fantasia.
Yeah, me too.
Do they have a Fantasia Mickey Pop?
That's the Apprentice Mickey.
Oh, is it? I thought that I'm talking about the Weasel in the Wizard costume.
That's
No,
the
not
same cartoon, but he's getting
he's
water.
holding the 2 buckets with water.
Oh, okay.
Still going strong here. We got the Yellow Ranger.
Would you
From
try to
Power
get an
Rangers.
extra 100 pops in one fucking week?
Yeah.
You would think. The T-Rex from Jurassic Park.
I'm thinking
smaller
Kroger
version.
must be paying him really well or something.
I was just gonna say he must have got a fucking raise.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Mike selling corn
Ah.
back door at Kroger.
Yeah, corn
Corn
pops.
pops.
He's selling corn poops. Hey, you never know. Some of the bums behind Kroger might like those for a meal.
They got plenty of those. The Predator from the new Predator movie. There. Let's see. Dave was all interested in this one. This was only like $3 on the
Yeah.
reduced rack. Batman 66, King Tut. These are kind of old. but-
Yeah, I have the Penguin, and I think I have Batgirl. So I was looking for the other rest of them for that set.
I was looking for this one for a while, and this is the Kratos from the newer God of War game.
I just heard Jeremy orgasm there. What the hell happened?
Yeah, man.
Kratos, Kratos is the bomb.
Yeah, I saw his son. What is it?
Atreus.
All over the place, but I could never find this one till we went to the mall the other day. This was just a random grab. I didn't have him. Braun Strowman from the WWE. Dr. Finkelstein
Finkelstein.
from
Sorry.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Moving along, we got the Velociraptor from Jurassic Park. Right there. We'll do this a double shot right here.
Take
Tom
the
and
tip.
Jerry.
I'm like, are we still talking about pops here?
Now,
There's
these are the normal
Mikey,
ones.
Mikey pulling that comic down from back.
These are the normal ones. Target does have exclusives, and there's a 2-pack flock version of Tom and Jerry as well. 2 more to go.
I don't like the eyes on those.
Yeah,
They just look off.
thank you, Paul.
I
I agree the same, 100%. They look like they're
I
dead.
guess you're.
Color that doll's eyes.
Comic-Con said Tom and Jerry looked like they had some wicked catnip with those black eyes.
yeah, they do.
Contest of Champions, Punisher 2099, Walgreens exclusive.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Here's the set of those. And last but not least, the Noid. Target exclusive. Good luck finding these if you do. More power to you. So really happy to find this one. That is it. I am up to 838 Funko Pops. I'm going to take a little break, I think. But I have
Till next week.
pre-ordered. Till next week. I did
Mike,
pre-order.
oh,
Go ahead.
no, that Kratos pop, is it an exclusive to somewhere, or is that just a regular one?
I believe it's just a regular one. Because I think I found this at FYE.
Okay.
Um,
I'm looking
it's
at it on
got the
Amazon.
It's got the PlayStation sticker on it, but I don't know.
All right. That's what threw me, because I'm looking at it on Amazon and the box don't have that. I wanted to make sure that wasn't.
I don't think it's an exclusive, so, but
Sweet.
Okay, Paul, do you get any plastic this week?
Yes, I did. Well, actually, I got them last week, but I wasn't here. First one I got is the Target exclusive Janet Van Dyne Unmasked. So I got some Michelle Pfeiffer goodness there. And then, much like Mikey, I got the Noid.
So many people
and then
don't look
unlike
normal.
Mikey,
And then, unlike Mikey, I got Bazooka Joe. And Sugar Bear. So I need to. They didn't have the Captain Crunch one, which I'm trying to find.
Uh-oh.
Good luck on all of those because
We're
Like Mikey
frozen
said,
again. Damn it. What the hell's up with the OBS?
who's frozen?
OBS
Oh, yeah.
is frozen.
Yeah, I saw it on the feed.
Yeah, I did this to us last week too, so I'm not sure if it's an issue with OBS or what. So that sucks.
so
Let's go ahead and
we don't want to see your fucking pops anyway.
yeah,
That's
it.
right. Yeah,
That's
Mikey's all pissed off because I got the fucking the ad icon pops.
Hey man, more power to you. Glad you found them.
I wish they had the Captain Crunch. That was my cereal, man.
It still is my cereal, dudes. Want to eat at midnight when I'm watching Spider-Man the Animated Series on Hulu.
When they make Barney and Fred, then I'll get those. Fruity Pebbles, the bomb.
I think there are Flintstone pops, but they're like ancient and they're expensive.
Yeah, they need to remake them.
That's
Then they call them
PPG.
Fruity Pebbles.
Okay, Jeremy, do you get any plastics this week, even though you can't show it?
No, I didn't get any pops.
Yeah, I didn't get anything either. So, Mike.
Shut your fucking mouth!
All right, so a couple things to talk about real quick. So, reading some articles over this past week, this came out this day. Judge rules that there can only be one Comic-Con. I don't know if anybody heard that court case that started last year. That San Diego Comic-Con was suing Salt Lake City Comic-Con because they could use that Comic-Con name. Which
God.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous because Comic-Con is just short for comic convention. Why
And
is that?
since San Diego Comic-Con has fucking nothing to do with comics anymore.
Yeah, it just kills me because it's like then it's just a business at that point. They're just trying to market themselves that's the mother of all cons, really, San Diego Comic-Con. I think New York's pretty much second right there, pretty close. But
Are we still live?
yeah, as far as I know, we're still live.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, is anybody in the chat say something just so we know you can still hear us?
it's
I haven't
saying
seen any chat either.
it's saying that we're live still and there's mic still going. So let me check here. Yeah. Good.
Okay.
I wouldn't say that San Diego Comic Con has nothing to do with comics anymore because
It's a pop culture convention.
but comics are still there though because Marvel and DC both still go, and they still have people that show up and sign, and they still have booths that sell comics. I mean, it's more pop culture than it is comics. I agree with you there, but they do still. But I think it's stupid, like y'all said, trying to say that there can be only one. This ain't Highlander Cat.
This
It's
is
like that
there's
stupid shit when the NFL trademarked Super Bowl and everybody has to say, "Oh, we're showing the big game."
same thing with what Paris Hilton, about 6 years ago, saying she had copyrighted the phrase "that's hot." Like, come on, dude, that's freaking ridiculous. You know, it's a comic convention. Comic-Con's is short for that. I don't see why San Diego Comic-Con has to flex their muscles just because they're the biggest con around, just to wipe out some other guy. Now, I think that the Salt Lake City Comic-Con, their logo looked very similar to San Diego Comic-Con, where I could see where that would be maybe a little bit more. But come on. CR Comics and Toys says, isn't Salt Lake City Comic-Con pretty big, if not bigger than San Diego? That I don't know. It could be physically, but I know the San Diego one's probably the more famous one, for sure.
Yeah, San Diego is like the mecca when it comes to
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God! But go ahead and get it out of the way since Drew ain't here. That's racist.
Yeah.
So that one, that little tidbits off. Anybody else got anything on that?
Something came to my mind. Not on that, but just along the entertainment spectrum. Something came to my mind when we were talking about Justice League Dark, and we were talking about, they were supposed to have a Justice League Dark live action movie that's kind of gone the way of, the side now that everything else has been going around. But I saw somebody mention this the other day, and it piqued my interest because when everybody heard about James Gunn getting fired from Disney and that Warner Brothers was trying to talk to him, and everybody was immediately saying Green Lantern Corps, Green Lantern Corps. Even I said Green Lantern Corps. But somebody said this, what about James Gunn doing Justice League Dark? I would be all for it.
I think what James Gunn's probably known more for the space opera kind of thing with Guardians of the Galaxy, where it'd be nice to have him spread his wings a little bit more into other territory. I don't know. If I want Justice League Dark, I want it to be a little dark, not so comical. That's just me.
His roots are in horror.
Oh, that's right, huh? He did some horror stuff.
He did Slither.
Oh, which is an awesome movie. God dang.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
So, he just, like I said, everybody knows him for Guardians of the Galaxy, but, he does have that horror roots. Now, my first pick for Justice League Dark would obviously be James Wan. Can't always get what you want. Another Rolling Stones reference in this one show. So
we are still frozen, but that brings me to the next question. So Guardians of the Galaxy #3 has been shelved definitely as of right now. There are talks and maybe the director from Thor Ragnarok maybe stepping in and filling those shoes, but they're not sure yet.
They had talks with him this week. I think it was that he had meetings with Marvel about an unknown project.
Yeah.
But Guardians of the Galaxy 3 has been shelved.
Yeah, so that brings my question up is, how far does free speech go on that kind of stuff? I mean, it was jokes. Do you think somebody should get fired over saying stuff like that? I don't think it was... It
was actually more than jokes, though. Have you not seen the pictures that have...
No, yeah, I've seen it, but jokes or being offended by something had different degrees. So what offends some person doesn't offend another. Yeah, was it distasteful? Yeah, was it kind of stuff that I don't agree with? Yeah, for 100% for sure. But I mean, to me, this is like that's his free speech, though.
Happened.
He had a whole bunch of
10, 15 years ago, he posted a bunch of offensive, nasty things and he called them jokes. And while I do not agree with what he said, it was 10 or 15 years ago, and he had apologized for it before Disney even hired him.
Gotcha.
And they just resurfaced.
Since you didn't know what they were, Mike, he also had a bunch of pictures that he threw parties that were, the theme was pedophilia, was based on.
Oh, nice.
Well,
all right.
But they were supposed to be like costume parties. So like I'm with y'all. He apologized for all that already, but I don't. It's like Paul said, he apologized for this already before. You
can't come up with
Disney
some
was
better
aware
thing?
of it before.
I think Disney for some reason, part of me wants to say Disney just wanted him out, and that was their out.
And let's not get it twisted. He threw parties where the theme was pedophilia.
Yeah, he didn't. They didn't work no pedophilia going on.
Oh, your mic's jacked up, Paul.
It's not quite Scottish, but it's
I said that parties were pedophilia, but Bryan Singer still getting hired.
Yeah, I mean, this goes back to even to some degree to what happened with Chris
Hardwick.
Chris Wu?
Hardwick,
yeah. So where he was accused of something where there was no, nothing was found, but yet he lost everything just from an accusation. Which, I mean, if he did actually do that stuff, yeah, he definitely should lose his job, but I don't think he should lose everything just from one person says something.
Not from an accusation.
Yeah, they should do research and everything like that to be able,
And times are different now. 10, 15 years ago, people would do things, and not know that 10, 15 years ago you're going to be able to judge that. If you said that shit today, you have to be aware that someday, 10, 15 years down the road, someone's going to dig this shit up. But 10, 15 years ago, nobody thought like that.
And the internet was fairly new back then, you know.
Well, if you look back now, Chris Pratt's humor, it wasn't like nearly as deviant as what you say what James Gunn is.
Well, he's not Chris Pratt. Chris Hardwick.
No. I know. I'm going off something else. If you go back and look at Chris Pratt's humor, some of his outtakes from some of the shows, dude, there's some of that stuff is downright nasty. I mean, dirty. And
well, he did one outtake where he, as a joke, was completely naked when they opened the door.
Yeah.
And none of the actresses were expecting it. And back then, it was funny. Everybody laughed it off, said, don't ever do that shit again. Now, in the Me Too age, that's a freaking lawsuit and an ended a career.
So that's what I'm saying. Is if we're going to hold these standards to James Gunn, why aren't we holding these standards to everybody who essentially misbehaves or had stuff in their past that's non correct?
What I was saying, I think for some reason they wanted an out and they found it. You know what I'm saying? Because
why would they want it out? He was doing awesome with those films.
That's what I'm saying. It's something, I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that could be a possibility that they wanted him out for some reason, maybe money wise or something. You know, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I'm just speculating. You know,
I mean, there's no question that Disney knew about those before he was hired. And from everything I've read, he had actually discussed the whole situation with him before he got hired and said he had apologized for it. So for them to all of a sudden act, oh my God, let's fire him because of this shit.
I think from some other stuff that I saw, I've watched John Campea talk about this a lot. It was Alan Horn who came out and gave the statement right before Comic-Con, we're done with him, you know. And I think Kevin Feige was out of town or something. He found out about it and he was like, oh God. And it's like CR Comics and Toys said it was happening right before the Fox deal. So
I just hate people being held to standards and the hypocrisy behind it. If you're gonna, criticize one person, do it to everybody. Treat everybody the same.
And the way I see it is pretty much like you see it with anybody. Like he's already repented for it, in my opinion, to the public. Maybe he has to God if he believes in God. I don't know. That has nothing to do with it, but that he's been forgiven already. That shouldn't even have been brought up, but it was, and it's what was behind it all was he was a rabid against Trump, and he was going at Trump pretty hard on Twitter, and like some Republican guy is like big in the internet or whatever, like searched all that stuff out, and he's got a big following, and he started sharing all that stuff, and made and it blew up.
I mean, that's what I feel about that. To go off topic of comics a little bit, like Alex Jones got his whole everything shut down. Now, as far as I'm concerned, like if politics or whatever, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. Flat out. That's just it. There are a lot of people with political views that I just don't watch.
Don't say that. We just lost like 18 viewers.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. You don't like it, don't watch it. Is that what you're saying? People don't want to watch our show. But what I'm saying, people choose to offended.
I think he's fucking certifiable.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
He's a tinfoil hat fucking crazy person, but forcibly silencing him is wrong.
Yeah, and that goes from whatever side of the political spectrum you are. If you're left, you're right, whatever. You still have a voice. You can speak it. You can choose not to listen to it. Choose not to be offended by it. That's all.
It also goes back into something.
Well, that's the problem. Everybody's looking for something to be offended by these days.
Right. There's something Philip DeFranco has said a lot. I watch a lot of his videos, and it's like people just don't realize, like when you tell the internet not to do something, then that's all you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? And like Alex Jones, I've never watched. I've watched a couple of his videos and like, this guy's certifiable. Like that clip where they're making the friggin' frogs gay.
Dude, he sounds just like him, Captain Dude.
Oh, you know what we got to get Jeremy to do? We talked about it.
The Skeletor.
Oh, He-Man, you bumbling fool!
Yeah. See? To move on to a little lighter subject, back on the comics. One last thing before we close it out. Apparently, Oscar Isaac is interested in playing a mystery role in the Batman that's coming up. He did a horrible job with Apocalypse. What could he be doing in Batman, or what character would you like him to see playing in Batman?
Oscar Isaac is Poe Dameron, right?
Yes, that's correct. He's the one who played Apocalypse.
Don't be Batman. That's all I want.
Some speculations.
Nightwing.
Nightwing? No, I don't think Nightwing.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I want. I'm probably going to get laughed off the show for this, but I want Zac Efron for Nightwing.
Really? High School Musical Zac Efron?
He's got the physique. He's got the acting chops.
Is he going to go in a song? Never going to stop?
Nope.
CR Comics, the toy said, what did you guys think about the new Wolverine costume? I fucking hate it.
Oh, it's horrible. And Oscar Isaac, I can see two things. Two people. Falcone
Ooh.
or Hush.
I thought Hush. That was one I was thinking of. They said Two-Face, too, in the article.
They've already gone to Two-Face in the movies. I think they need to stay away from him for a little bit.
Yeah, because then people are going to be comparing him to what's his name that was in the Dark Knight trilogy. Aaron Eckhart was his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Aaron or Tommy Lee Jones.
No, you are fake news. I don't know, man. You say Carmine Falcone. That piqued my interest. That, or I could actually.
No, I was thinking Alberto Falcone.
Alberto.
Oh, the son?
Yeah,
I could actually.
from Long Halloween.
Yeah.
I could actually see. As a matter of fact, I could actually see him as Nightwing, though, because Nightwing does kind of that his ethnicity would link up, right? From what I was reading in Rebirth, it seems like he was, for some reason, I'm thinking he kind of had that ethnicity side to him, like a gypsy kind of thing. I don't know, but I know people think I'm crazy. But I really do think Zac Efron could kill it. He's got the physique, he's got the acting chops. People just know him from some of the lighter-hearted movies that he's done, but he's done emotional stuff before, and he's got the acting chops. And he was in The Greatest Showman, and he was a circus performer in The Greatest Performer, so he's already got that kind of training.
So this article here is talking about who could Oscar Isaac play. They have these lists of roles. They have Batman, but I don't think that's it. Hugo Strange.
I was thinking the guy that played in the doctor that was the mad scientist in Jurassic World. BD Wong.
No, I think I'm looking at the same article as you, Dave. You got to go to number 5.
Calendar Man.
Calendar Man.
That's what Jeffrey Comic-Con said. Calendar Man, Hush.
Prometheus. I don't know who that. Oh, who's it? Yeah.
Onomatopoeia, man.
Yeah,
Okay, so I think that's it. We're going to go and wrap it on up. We'll start with Paul. Any last minute shout outs for this evening?
Shout out to everybody who showed up tonight. Shout out to Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson. And a special shout out to our brother Doom in Hawaii. Hoping he's good and hoping his family is good. And he's got his comics on a very high fucking shelf.
Mike?
Yeah, Jeffrey Comic-Con, thanks for hanging out to the end here. CR Comics, the toys, Splash Pages was still in here. Pocan Joe, Funk Off, all you guys. Thank y'all for coming out, and see you next week.
Our special guest, Jeremy.
Just shout out to you guys for having me on. Even though it was short notice, I was able to hop on. Shout out to Drew. Not being on, so I can be on. Shout out to the Comic Core on Friday nights. Y'all try to tune into those to us. We sometimes talk comic books. Most of the time, we just talk about duck butter. But
mostly, it's mostly Chad and I getting shit faced.
Just shout out to everybody in the chat. I know Alex popped in for just a little bit, but I'll go ahead and do it. It seemed like 2016 all over again. Let's see. Shout out to Splash Page, CR Comics and Toys. Look in your couch cushions next to the Doritos and the Twizzlers and the pieces of popcorn and the chains. There's a sub for you, sub everybody up in the chat. Trinity Winfrey, 2016 all over again. Shout out to Albert the Comic Order.
Okay, so a few new subs for us and other channels. Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson just subbed to us during this show. So one of our newest subs.
He's only got a few subs, so everybody sub him up.
Okay.
I think
I'm going right now.
I think he's got like 30, 39, 40 subs.
Broke because of comics. That's another channel out there. Other channels I've been watching a lot lately is Comic Tom 101. Been watching him a lot. They have a lot of spec books, and also Jim's Comics when I watch weekly too.
I heard Comic Tom is blowing up.
Comic Tom is blowing up. He's awesome, dude.
So
I know he's got a lot. He's got some hate lately, but
anybody who grows fast does.
So
people say he's too dorky.
No such thing as too
We're
dorky.
all fucking dorks. We're 40-fucking-year-old men talking about comics.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. Whether you blast it, whether you stash it, happy reading, and catch you guys next week.
In Baltimore.
No, I'm not in Baltimore. Make sure you save that date for Paul and Drew, though. Go see them.
Paul and Drew?
I'm sorry. That's it. Mike and Drew. Mike and Drew. That's who I want. Mike and Drew. The wedding bands are on the picture of this.
He likes me better, Mike. That's what it is.
Is that what
He
it is?
does. He does.
It's the Bono shades.
That's got to be it.
He
Fuck
told me
Bono.
that in Dallas.
It's giving me a soft stash right now.
Was here.
So
No.
got it. All right, later, guys.